Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Hello, everybody. Michelle Castillo here again. And today in our webinar, we will talk about how to create a beautiful WordPress website with Thrive themes. So before I dig into the actual presentation, I would like to show you a few websites that I and others have created using Thrive themes. And just probably should say ahead of time, if you have any questions, I will give plenty of time to answer those questions. You can type them into the chat whenever you have the question. And once in a while, I will stop and go and see what questions we have and try to answer them if they are relevant to what we talk at that moment. So yeah, let's get started looking at those websites. So this is one website built for a local not-for-profit farmers market society. And as I go through the website, I will point out a few things that are special for WordPress, for Thrive Themes, sorry. So in this case, you see their logo is here. We managed to match the colors easily. You will see soon how we can do that. There's an opt-in here for the newsletter. It is connected to Constant Contact. And then there is custom background, which is has the parallax modern look and feel, and so on. Another website, this is of a coach. She has her picture here, a marketing message. She has she offers a free ebook that she sends to people. It is connected to Active Campaign. Another website, this is one of mine. Just a custom background, everything matches. Some nice features, modern styling, and so on. This is a membership website that is a little bit more complicated, and it's not only Thrive Themes. It's a membership website that uses MemberPress, which is a member plugin, and it allows people to buy private training sessions and become members of this member portal and access some bonus material that the teacher supplies. This is a website that somebody else developed, and again, they do look similar. There's a lot in common, but you see some specific things that are different. So here he's using a special feature that Thrive Theme provides that makes it look more dynamic. This is the inside page of a website that we have built last year. And this is a widget that is coming from Thrive Leads. And again, integrated with Active Campaign, allows people are added to Active Campaign, and they are receiving some freebie as a gift. Another example here, an accountant, the background, dark background here that we put behind the text so this text is more readable. There is a call now button here that is most Thrive themes have. And yeah, this is a bit different. We're using a Thrive theme called Minus, which is a bit more, it's supposed to be a minimal theme. So the menu structure is a bit different, which I really like. And these are a few pages for our own website, Spot on Digital Marketing, just to show you some of the Thrive leads features that can be used in order to increase subscription to your email list, and something that is really important if you want to be smart about your online marketing. So this is a page about local internet marketing, and here I just added a short code, and there is again an integration with an email marketing system and the ability to opt in and get some free report. Another, oopsie, sorry. There's another feature that I want to show here. This is a blog post, and I added some resource that I wanted to the people to opt into. And here I just click, and a pop-up comes up, and the people put their name and email, again, integrated with email marketing system. This annoying slide in feature is also something that is built with the Thrive leads. We will hopefully get to how to create one like that later on. So hope that this intrigued your interest, and I will now move to my PowerPoint presentation. So bear with me for the screen. This is, I'm sorry. Slide. Okay, so I just want to quickly, most of you know me, but I still want to quickly tell you who I am. So my name is Michelle Castillo. I am by profession a mechanical engineer. For more than 15 years, I worked in a company that made software for mechanical engineers. This company is now part of Siemens. I was really lucky. I used to live in Japan, France, Michigan, mostly working for car manufacturers. About 12 years ago, we moved to Vancouver. They don't make cars here. So I started working for TELUS as an IT project manager until they have outsourced my position to India. And that's when I've decided I'm going to be a full-time real estate investor. So I had to dive into marketing for the first time in my life, and had to do all kind of weird things, such as knocking on doors and hanging plastic ads, such as the one you see on the right on phone poles, and also advertising on Craigslist. But of course, the web, we shouldn't forget the web. And that's when I discovered WordPress. And I was super excited because this company that I told you about before, our software was huge. Every time you wanted to change something at the front end, we had to communicate with the core development group. It would take months, sometimes years, before we could see the change on the screen. With WordPress, just a small, just a push a button, and you publish the change that you wanted. So I thought it was really great, and I decided to teach other business owners how to build their website with WordPress. And that's when I founded the WordPress Insider Meetup. So this was 6 years ago. And since then, we had more than 40 live meetings here in Vancouver, and also a few workshops that were titled the WordPress Website in a Weekend. So since the beginning, I discovered two things. One, that building a pretty website is not enough, and we're not going to talk about this today. And also that it's not always simple to build a website that does the work for the business owner. So let's talk about what is WordPress for the benefit of you who do not know WordPress. We're going to go through that pretty quick. So WordPress, in simple words, is a publishing tool that takes care of the behind-the-scene technical stuff that you need to run a website. And it is a content management system, which means that all the content is stored in a database, and What you see in the screen is managed by a different part of the software that pulls the software from the database and arranges it on the screen the way you want. WordPress powers more than 25% of the web, which means it is really, really popular. So why would you want to use WordPress? For one, it's free or almost free. There is always cost involved, if not only for the hosting. You don't have to be a coding expert to use it. And you can put up a website in a matter of hours. So it's really very attractive that way. And other reasons include the fact that it's so popular means that it's really easy to find everything you need. It's easy to outsource. So if you need some change, it's much easier to find a WordPress expert than to find, for example, a Drupal expert. Drupal is another content management system. It does not vendor lock you, which means that you can take your website and move it to another hosting, to another company. You are not tied to them. For example, if you have heard about Wix or even Shopify, if you go with a Wix website or a Shopify website, then you cannot change easily. And finally, because it's so popular, again, there's a lot of off-the-shelf solutions that provide sophisticated functionality for you. What used to require tens of thousands of dollars to when people needed to just develop it from scratch. So very attractive. What does it take to build your first website? So you need a domain. You will need to acquire hosting and to point the domain in at the hosting. The hosting is required because your website needs a home on the web. Then you will need to install WordPress. This is usually a very quick step because most of the hosting company offer a one-click install WordPress feature. And then you will want to install a theme, unless you want to use the default one that comes with WordPress. Do some basic settings, add content, and refine. So we are not going to talk about any of these today apart from the install theme. And why is that? Why is that important? So when you finish installing the WordPress theme, the WordPress software, you usually end up with the default WordPress template or theme, which is nowadays called 2017. This is about how it looks like. This is how it looks like on a desktop, and this is how it looks like on a mobile device. But then what if you don't want this theme? So you decide to go and look around and see what's available. And as of today, there are 2,456 free themes in the WordPress.org. So you have quite a selection out there. And this is not and then you have the premium theme. I don't know exactly how many they are, but I think that there is few more thousands. So this is where people really get stuck. And over the year, I did some surveys and met a lot of people that use WordPress. And this is some of the answers that I had for a question I've asked in a survey that I sent to the WordPress Insider members. The question was, what's the biggest challenge you have experienced with WordPress? And finding the best template, changing the look of the templates, modifying the visual page layout. And one said, I'm overwhelmed by the number of design choices. So it can be quite a daunting task to actually make the website look the way you want it and make it do the work. Namely, if you're a business owner, you want the website to attract clients and actually support your business goals. This is a list of my observation of what the challenge with a lot of the WordPress themes that are out there. So from what I have seen, most of the WordPress themes are built without taking any consideration the best practices in regards to what needs to be on a homepage, what will make a homepage conversion optimized, meaning that people that come actually do what you want them to do. When a business owner wants to do some list building and integrate with email marketing system, styling of opt-in forms is really hard. And then you may want to have a pop-up plugin that will have the ability to pop up a form, an opt-in form when people leave your site. It's really hard to find one. And building landing pages, again, a part that really, if you're serious about online marketing, you probably want to have, and most themes do not have that. And then you have a large selection of tools. We're going to see them a little bit later, and it's hard to decide what's the best one. And so I would like to introduce you to Thrive Themes, which solve a lot of those challenges. It's not a perfect tool, but I have first started using it about a year ago, and I really love it. And I want to share with you what I have learned this year and show you the different aspects of this set of tools that you might choose to use yourself. So the Thrive themes are actually, it's a company that produces both themes and plugins. They call their themes conversion-focused WordPress themes. And this is just a picture of all the themes that they have. They have 10 of them. And they have quite a few plugins. So the one that is most important, and I always recommend getting it, you cannot just get a theme without the Thrive Content Builder. Otherwise, anything I will show today is not really possible if you don't install this plugin. And I'm not going to go into it right now because we're going to see it in details in a few minutes. And then there is the Thrive Leads, which is the plugin that helps you build opt-in forms in all forms and shapes, and have tons of features that allow you to measure the conversion rate, test which opt-in works better, and I can't even remember all the features, but it's really a cool plugin. Another one is the Thrive Ovation, which they call an all-in-one testimonial plugin. It allows you to both ask people for testimonials in a systematic way, and also display the testimonials in a visually attractive format. And finally, the Thrive Quiz Builder that creates stunning quizzes in seconds. I have not used it. I would love to. No, it's relatively a new tool that allows you to create quizzes that can serve as lead magnets or irresistible free offer, if you don't know what the lead magnet is, or surveys. So another great tools. They have more plugins, which I'm not going to go into right now. So, okay. So now I would like to move into a live website and show you how it all works. So bear with me for a second. I will change the screen again. I have here a website that is almost a fresh install of WordPress. I have wanted to save some time, so I've already installed one of the Thrive themes, which is called Squared. So it's already installed and activated. as well as the Thrive visual editor, which is the Thrive content builder, which we mentioned before, and the Thrive leads. So once you have you install any Thrive theme or plugin on your website, there is a new feature here on the left side bar, which is there's few options here. The one which will always be there is the Thrive dashboard, and it will show you all the installed product and some general features. We're not going to, there's a lot of small details here. We do not have the time to look into all of them today. I will try to focus on explaining the general idea. So we will start by demonstrating how to build a completely custom homepage. And I will do that by using the page templates feature that comes with every theme. And they have some ready-made templates. I will take one of them and build it. So I'm checking the template that I want, and I am checking to make these pages editable with Thrive Content Builder. And what it will do is it just build for me the page, which is just a template page. I can click on it, and you see that there is nothing here. So this is the regular WordPress editor. And in order to edit the page, I will have to click on the Edit with Thrive Content Builder. Now, I just want to make sure that you guys are all seeing it all. And yeah, I guess no problems are reported on the chat room. So this is just a template. I actually have taken it because it's almost empty. Some of the templates are really have a lot of things on them. I didn't want to have that one that step, but we will look at in a few minutes. And this is what you see is what you get editor. What we can see here is that there are some items on the page. Each one can be clicked, and each one can be edited right there on the page. So I can, for example, change the size of this picture. I can change the color of this text. I can drag and drop items around. Could move this picture to the right. I can do whatever I want, basically. Let me just undo it because I want to keep the structure I had before. Now, on the right, we see a selection of different elements that we can add to the page, and we will start using them in a minute. The basic element on a page is a page section. And the nice thing about a page section is that you can control the way it looks separately from other sections. So, for example, you can change the background image. And I've uploaded an image ahead of time. So hopefully I will, okay, didn't take too long. So here I change the background of this section. I will delete this picture because I don't want it. Now this area is called a column section, and they've just came up with a new format. So I will convert the column to the new format. The new format is just easier because you can actually change the size of every column. So just did that. And I want to actually even keep this text here and change the color to, let's say, white. Okay. So at every moment, what you see on the screen is almost what you see on the live site. And you can always save the changes and preview the page, and the way it is going to look exactly on the screen. So this is what we have right now. It doesn't have any special effect. I can select the static image feature, and this will make the page or the background a parallax background, which means that now the background stays static while the content moves. Now, today I'm not going to really pay attention to any of the whatever is in the text, but let's assume this is your main marketing message. And let's say that I want to add a button here for people to take action. Maybe you want them to contact you today. So I just added a button element, and I can choose the style. So there are 6 different styles, and I can choose which style I want. I really like style number 2. I'll center the button, and I will also change the color. I can change the text. Maybe I'll write start today. And here, this is where I would put the link to the page that people will be redirected to when linking on the button. And one thing I don't really like is that this text it's really hard to read. So I want to add a bit darker head background so that it's easier to read. For that, I will take a content box element. So again, there's a lot of the types of element have different styles, and it takes time to remember which one is which, but it's really easy to try and just see what comes. So I want one that has a background. What have I done? Here we go. Just delete these. And I will move this marketing message into the box, and I will change the color. But more important than anything, I can actually change the transparency of that. And so now it looks much better and it's more readable. Can also soften the corners with some radius. And if I want to add a little bit more space under, I can add a margin. At the bottom, I will add 30 pixels, and also at the top. And let's see what we have now. Okay. So John is asking, what about adding a video about the fault? We will look at it soon, okay? So this is what we have now. Now let's say that we want to add a video about the fault. So for that, I will need to add a column area. This is one thing I don't like about the editor, is that you always have to scroll up and down and find the elements. It takes some time to get used to. So here I added a column element, and I will drag my marketing message here, and I will take a video element, which I have to now find. Here, responsive video. They always have a placeholder every time that there's a new element, so you'll have to always remove it. And as you see, I already have YouTube here. I'm just going to take one random video, and here, all I have to do, so the support with this specific one, the Vimeo, Wistia, YouTube, and self-hosted, we are going to do YouTube. So I'm just going to put the URL here. And some really cool things that they have here is you can have a style. So you can have, okay, I really like the gray monitor one. Maybe you don't, but you can do whatever you want there. You can also change the size, and you can, and this is really very cool, is you can add whatever thumbnail you want to the video. So let me just check, take this image. And so you can, even if the YouTube thumbnail is not that nice, you can choose whatever you want. I don't really like the gray. Monitor, let's take just a dark frame or no frame at all, no style like that. Well, we'll leave it that way. Again, you can change the size. Let me remove this extra placeholder. Some of the items come with a default margin that leaves you with a lot of space above and under, so you can always delete that. I don't think they all have this option, and then I can set it all to be centered vertically. And let's save the changes. And again, we have it here. Of course, it's could use some adjustment, but that's the idea. And here the video can run. I think there's also a way to add a play button to here. Yeah, you can just choose what kind of play button you want, and so that people know it's a video. Okay, so let's leave this section and add an opt-in area. So for that, I will use another page section. Let me drag and drop one page section here. And I will, so this time I'm just going to change the background color to something dark. And I will add an opt-in element. So where was that? So this is one way to integrate with email marketing systems. This is the built-in one that comes with the content builder. If you don't have Thrive Leads, there is also a way to enter Thrive Leads forms here. And it's very similar in the way it looks at the end of the day. Now I can define this to be a horizontal form. I can change the color. Everywhere I change the color, they have pre-built default colors, but I can always choose whatever color I have. Now, I will also want to have some text that describes what it is that why people should opt in. So let me drag it into here and get my free ebook today. Of course, it has to be something more enticing and explain more information about what they're getting. But for the sake of the webinar, we'll stay with that. I can also control the size of any text. And any text that you add, you can actually assign the header tags just like they are in the regular WordPress editor, or you can say explicitly what font size you want. Let me again remove some of the paddings and margin so that it's not that tall. That's again something that I don't necessarily like about Thrive themes, is that you have to always get rid of some of the margin and padding that I have by default. Did I get rid of everything? Yeah, it looks like that. Maybe some on this text. Of course, in some cases this is needed, but here every element has padding and margin, then you have to go and get rid of some of it. Oops, that would be too much. Let me leave and pixel there. Okay, and of course I can change the text. Instead of sign up, I could have something else, but I'm not going to do it right now. And let me save that. And this is where we stand now. Maybe if we already have an opt-in, usually it's better to have only one call to action. So I'll remove the start today from here so we can have the opt-in form above the fold. Okay, so let's see if there are any questions. So Frank is asking, do they have the extra padding to help adjust for smaller mobile devices screen? I am not sure why they have the extra padding, but you can play with it. And so we can actually explicitly say that there is going to be less or more plugin on mobile. So it's really important that things look good on all platforms, right? So right now I'm just showing what the desktop is going to look like. But when we reach to the point where we check the mobile, of course, we'll have to do some adjustment. John is asking if it is responsive. Yes, absolutely. Oops. Let me show you how it will look on a mobile device. So one way to do it is to use the firebug feature. This is where you can check how the site's going to look like on mobile. So it looks pretty good. You can check different orientations too. The fact that it's so short, yeah, I guess this is the size of the screen. This is only an emulator, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Here's how it's going to look on an iPad. So here, this is where you will probably want to make some changes, because it is there's too much actually padding on the left, and doesn't look that great. But it is a work in progress, right? So I think that there is a need for adjustment on the padding on the right and the left, and then the video is going to be bigger. But we're not going to go into it today. Okay. Any other questions before I proceed? Okay. Well, I can continue, it seems. So let me get rid of the firebug. And let's add, and this is the last thing I will do here today, is just add a 3-column area with 3 boxes. This is very typical and very useful when business owners want to talk to the 3 main client avatar they have, or list them the 3 main problems they solve, and so on. So to do that, here I had added the 3-column element, and I will use, there's different ways to do it. I could just add an image and text, but I want to show you something that is a bit cooler. So let me take a content box. Now I again don't remember which one is the one that I want. I think it's 4. Nope, 5. Yeah. And I will also add an icon element here. So I have some icons that I've uploaded ahead of time. The theme itself comes with no icon to begin with. And this is one of the reasons is that they really want to keep the packages small. And there are other themes that come with absolutely everything, and they're very, very big. The packing is big, and the site has a lot of stuff it doesn't use. So they let you load the icons that you will want. Of course, I'm just going to take some random icons. So I'm going to take that one. I can increase the size, change the color. And you can even change the mouse hover color. So it will be different color when you hover. And then there's some text here, which I'm going to keep. And very typical to have a small button there, which is saying something like learn more. Okay. So very quick. Let me also change the corner to be a bit round. Remove the placeholder. Now every element can be easily duplicated just by clicking this small icon here. And I'm just going to replace the icon. So let's take something random. I'm going to change the color too. And the color of that so that they all match. And one more. Change the icon here. Okay. Okay, I thought it's gonna get stuck. And change the color for that one. Sorry for being so analog all of a sudden. I want it to look beautiful. Okay, so now we have it. And the cool thing is that let's say you only have 2 services. So if you go to a typical template or theme that you buy, either it's free or it's something you bought, they will usually have 3. And then you cannot, if you want to have only 2, it's really a pain. Here you can just delete one of them and it will automatically arrange itself and you'll have only 2. Now I will delete this area because I want to show you some really cool feature. I want to show you how to achieve this. I'm not sure how to call it in English, but I'll just show you and you will understand what I'm saying. So I'll put a negative margin here. And this is what happens. The boxes go over the other page section. If I add some bigger margin here at the bottom, I can add, yeah, this would be it. So I get this pretty nice and a cool feature. I can, of course, move it a little bit higher and achieve all kind of visual effects that look kind of cool. It really helps also keep the pretty background and at the same time, if you want to highlight what you have down here, then it allows you to do that. What else do we want to say about that? Yeah, so I wanted to talk about landing pages and the ability to build sales pages. So before I show you the templates, I just want to show you a few of the elements that are dedicated to that. Oh, I have quite a few items here that I don't need. So they have a lot of features. If any of you have ever looked at Optimize Press or Lead Pages, they have all these specific landing page features. So the Thrive Content Builder has that too. So just let's see a few of them. For example, they have the countdown timer. So this is if you have an event that starts at a certain time and you want to make people feel like time is running away. Where is there is a progress bar. I've never used those, so I'm not 100% sure how to use them, but here, guarantee box. There are call to actions, different styles of call to actions. Buy now, call now, and so on. There are different designs for social media share, and so on. Well, we can't, of course. Oh, here there's star rating. You get a chance to rate yourself if you want to. You can also drag and drop it here or anywhere. So so this is about the builder when you use it to build a homepage. Now I want to show you how to build a sales page using this very similar functionality. And for that, I will just add a new page. So let me just publish it. And here I will click with the Edit Thrive Builder, and I go straight to this area where it says Thrive Landing Page, and you can choose a landing page, which basically means you can choose an existing template that they provide you with. So they have quite a few. This selection is not as rich as other places you would go, such as Lead Pages or even Optimize Press, but the selection is growing all the time. And you can achieve with that almost anything you want, but it might take a little bit more work. So they now have a template cloud, and they have some really pretty templates here that you can also use for homepage. For example, these are just previews. So this is a landing page for restaurant, and you just get this template, and then you work on it and change the information so that it meets your business. And of course, you can use a restaurant template even if you have a dog grooming business. It's not limited, not really. And this is a sales page, like a long sales page template with all the features, the never-ending page. So it also has a pop-up, which we're not going to use. So let me just use that one because I already opened it. I already downloaded it. I have already downloaded it so we can see that. So here the template has loaded, and now I can start working on it. So I could change the background. And change the text, just like what we've seen so far, and make it my own. Typically, a lot of people think that you should have no distraction on a landing page, such as this one, which is a sales page. But if you really want to add a little bit of your branding at the top, this is easy to achieve. You just need to get a page section at the top and enter your logo and logo. You need to drag an image element, and this is a bit big, I'd say. I can easily make it much smaller. And I will remove and let me show you one more thing. So the builder comes with a lot of background pattern you can use. So you can achieve some really nice effect. I don't like all of them. Some of them are a little bit old style, but some of them are nice. I really like this rice paper one. Doesn't match my logo, but I use it whenever, very often. So this is another thing you can do. And so from that, and we don't have much more time, I'd like to show you a little bit about the Thrive leads. Okay. Maybe I will quickly stop for questions. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, there's a few questions here. Will you be covering selling using this theme? I think what you mean is, will I be covering how to implement an online shop with this theme? And I'm afraid I will not. I don't have time to do that today. But it is very, I wouldn't say straightforward, but it is a WordPress website. So you will have to add the WooCommerce, which is the plugin that is the e-commerce plugin for WordPress. It's a very mature one and widely used. And then the important thing is that the theme actually have what it takes to show the product and to have the style. So maybe I will quickly try to show you a website that I have built. I don't like this website too much, but I will show you nevertheless. Hopefully it will come up quickly enough. So this is a store that was built with the Thrive theme. And so you see all the styling is already there. And the products have been defined within the WooCommerce environment. And so these are, actually there are different types of products here. This is a video program. So she has a membership area in the website. This is a paper book that is being shipped to people who buy it. This is another paper book. And then there are ebooks that are being sent automatically after people buy it. So yeah, sorry, I don't have enough time to cover that today. Okay, I think I'm kind of lost with all my... Okay. Okay. Other questions? Is it possible to reliably back up a website built with Thrive theme? Yes, it is just like any other WordPress website. You have different backup solutions and they all work when you have Thrive themes. So I would like to quickly go into Thrive leads and show you how that works. So let me close a few of the tabs here because I have a bit too much and I am already confused myself. So for that, because we don't have time to build them all today, I want to show you the backend of my own website, the Spot On Digital Marketing. And show you, hopefully it will be fast enough. It looks a bit slow. Okay. So this is the Thrive Leads dashboard coming up. And, well, it is a bit slow. Well, let's see here what we actually have. So I've told you before, we have this slide in. I also have a pop-up that pops up once in 7 days. So if you're a new visitor to the site, when you try to leave the site, there's going to be a big pop-up that asks you if you don't want the amazing ebook called The Biggest 3 Mistakes Business Make with Digital Marketing. And you can configure it in the Thrive Leads area. So, okay, we have that. So there is, the Thrive Leads is full with goodies, and they have anything from probably the most known feature or that they provided are the opt-ins, the pop-ups. So there is a lightbox option. There is the sliding. This is the thing that you see sliding in from the right. You can have a widget, which we have seen in the beginning of the webinar, where it is embedded on the sidebar. Also, you might have seen those. It's called scroll mat. It's actually when you land on a page, it covers the entire page and it pushes on the visitor some kind of opt-in. These can be annoying, but they're known to improve the conversion rate. So I tried it for just a little bit, but then I decided I'm going to just take it off. And then there is different shortcodes that allow you to embed the form anywhere in the content, and also in a way that when somebody clicks a button, there's a form that pops up. But this is only the beginning. There's also the ability to test different forms against each other. So you can create a new form. You can duplicate a form that you already have, change a small aspect of it, maybe the color of the button, and then you can run a test for a while and see which one converts better. You can create, and maybe you guys have seen it before, it allows you to create links that you can embed in an email marketing broadcast, so that if people want to sign up for webinar, when they click the button, they are automatically signed up for the webinar. It's a bit, it's an advanced thing, and I'm not sure how much people are happy about it, but it works charm when it comes to conversion rate, because the less clicks, the more likely people are actually to opt in. Yeah. So I know this is a very quick overview of the Thrive Leads, but we don't have that much time left, and I do want to jump back to my presentation. Let's see if I have any questions that I still need the live site for. So Cindy is asking, if I already have a WordPress website, can I easily convert it to a Thrive theme? I would think it really depends on what you have right now and what template you already have, because if you were to have another, let's say your website uses a visual editor, then there'll be more work. If you have a website that is relatively simple, there'll be absolutely no problem, because a Thrive theme based website still uses simple content. It will show simple content if this is what it is. So you can have pages that are built with the Thrive theme builder or a page content builder, but you can also have a page that is edited just like any other WordPress website. Frank is asking if I need a child theme with Thrive themes. Yes, you can make child themes. Child themes are very easy to make, but I cannot show you here. You just you can Google it or send me an email, and I will tell you how, or direct you to the right directions. Okay, let me move back to my presentation, and then we'll get back to more questions. So, can okay. I am okay here. Okay, so this is a question I know somebody will have. So here I have prepared the slide that will cover that. And this is about the cost. And I have collected the cost for Thrive Theme and for similar tools so that you have some kind of base for comparison. So Optimized Press, which is has been around for a long time and is mostly used to build landing pages, is it's a WordPress plugin. It is $97 a year. It can be used on 3 different sites, and you can actually keep on using it. If everything is okay, you don't even have to pay every year. With Thrive Themes, to get the theme and the Thrive content builder, it is $49 plus $67 for one website per year. Again, you can keep on using it without paying yearly, but you're not going to get updates, only bug fixes. And if you want to be a member of Thrive Themes, they have a price for a single website, which is $228 per year. You get access to everything they have. And if you're an agency like we are, it is $588 per year, and we can use the tools on as many websites as we want, and we have to pay on an ongoing basis. Other tools that are not WordPress based are much more expensive. Lead Pages, which is mostly for landing pages and sales pages, is $300 for the standard version. And if you want the A/B testing, which is included also in Thrive Themes, it's the same price as Thrive Themes. ClickFunnels is $97 a month. It has a lot of features, but I think most of what I have Thrive Themes have, and some of the stuff that they have, such as email marketing system that is built in, all the people that I know that have ClickFunnels don't use that. And then they have this is actually the Edison suite that is $297 a month. So Thrive Themes is not cheap, but I think it's well worth it. I really like the fact that it is all comes together. So you have all the features that you need to have in order to build a highly converting website packed in one, and being supported with a company that is constantly on the edge of what it takes to convert people into website visitors into clients. So if you have more questions, let's see. So Cindy is asking, what are the 3 biggest differences between the standard themes and Thrive? So standard themes, I assume you're talking about free themes. The free ones I haven't used free themes for a long time. That for 2 reasons. First, the free themes typically have much less customization features. Often they may be supported for a while, but then the original developer decides to do something else, and you don't get any support anymore. And you don't always know what the quality of the software is. Okay. If it's not the free one, if it's another premium theme, it actually applies too. If you go, for example, to Theme Forest and want to purchase a theme, which I will never do, you can fall on really bad themes. If you want more details, I actually wrote a blog post about it. It is titled, "Does your theme kill your SEO?" or something like that. So, yeah, there are very good themes out there. Okay, the Genesis framework is wonderful. The Divi theme is really very flexible and pretty, and there are more and more coming out, which are paid for. However, they don't have all the features that I've shown, specifically this integration with email marketing, the ability to do A/B testing. This is something that is very specific to Thrive Themes. And I hope I answered your questions. John is asking, how about a directory website? So, well, I wouldn't pick Thrive Themes to build a directory website. There are other options. There are themes out there that are like completely for directory. Just Google it. I actually have a client who have hired me to build a directory website for him. And so there were few options we've looked at, and there is one which is developed by, I forgot their name now. Can't remember their name, but if you Google, they have quite a few options, and I really recommend using not using Thrive theme for a directory theme. And the cost is in US dollars. That's correct. And Frank is asking if there's a way to credit me. Yeah, I have an affiliate link. All the resources that I have mentioned on this webinar are going to be on the replay page, and so you can find the affiliate link too. Yeah, now, I'm trying to change. If you want me to help you in any way, then I will be delighted. Of course, there is a cost to it. If you want to know how I may be able to help you, I invite you to apply for a free one-on-one strategy session. All you have to do is go to the homepage of spotondigitalmarketing.com and click on the red button that is right there in the middle, fill in the form, and we can schedule this free session. And this strategy session is for you if you are really serious about your business and you want to bring it to the next level and you want to do the hard work. More question. If I buy the personal package, can I get away with making some of my friends' website? I think they will catch you actually, because whenever I log into my member area, they actually know how many websites I have installed my theme on. So I think they have a live kind of license management. I do not think it's gonna work. You cannot share it, but you can try. Any other questions? No more questions. Well, I will be here for a few more minutes if you have questions. Other than that, if you you can always contact me after the fact. John is asking if you can make a price table. Absolutely, yes. They have an element that is a price table. Okay, well, thank you very much for being here today. I look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. There are more to come, although I haven't decided what's next. So if you have any specific wishes, feel free to send me a message and let me know what else you would like to learn about. I can't promise that I will do it, but I will do my best. And again, if you need any help, you know how to find me. And good luck with your WordPress website. Happy Easter too. Or if you happen to celebrate the Passover, happy Passover. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach, Cory. and have a great day. Bye-bye.